The following scenario is just one of many that have occurred to MDOT employees which could have had disastrous results if the worker had taken just one more step. What kind of day was it that you had?
It was a day similar to today. We were out here AMZing. There was 4 of us out here. We had a crash truck parked here. We had our AMZ machine here. We had another guy working on the center line, blowing out our cracks, cleaning them up, getting ready. Got on the AMZ machine, adjusted the pressures, came back, talked to Greg. We were working out by center line. While we were there discussing it and looking at it, car came through our zone. We got hit by the car. Greg got hit first, took the mirror across behind. Car caught me on the side of the leg, pushed me forward. Threw my hand back and ended up finishing taking the mirror off. He went up the road probably a couple hundred feet before he hit his brakes, locked him up, went back through our work zone, and then flipped his car into the ditch. We went over, checked him out, pulled the cable off the battery. Horn was going, could smell fuel. The other 2 guys who were with us pulled them out. And Greg and I had walked back up to where we got hit, and the lady stopped and was talking to us, and she said she was doing 75 to 80 because she seen him coming behind her and he was all over the road, so she didn't want him to pass her. But he still made it around her, and then we looked down our cones and we could see where he had weaved in and out through our zone, and we happened to be in the weave mark. So
He was going full blast, full speed,
Yep.
70 or better,
Yeah.
all the way into it.
Yep.
You didn't hear him coming?
Never heard a thing. We got our earplugs on, we got the AMZ machine running, and then you can't really see too much with the attenuator truck behind you. So
No screeching of brakes, he didn't slow up?
never touched his brakes till after he got by us.
Now, when you said they hit Greg first, but Greg was back to work,
The next day,
very fortunate, but then you ended up with a...
broken hand. I was off for 4 months. The accident happened on May 18th. I remember that because my daughter was 11 days old. She was born on May 7th. Could have been totally different. She could have grew up without a dad, and I never got to see her.
If you had been one step one way or the other...
It wouldn't even have to been a step. I mean, he hit me right here, so it was right on the back side of my leg that pushed me forward.
Mm-hmm.
An inch could have been straight onto my leg and threw me into the AMZ machine or over his car or whatever.
Yeah.
I mean, it all turned out very well for the circumstances of what happened.
One of the things you mentioned earlier was how you reacted for a while after that event.
It's difficult to get back into working in traffic after that happened. I remember one circumstance, we were out working on a job and a bus came by and you could just see the glare off the windows as it went by, and it makes you jump. You definitely get a little more in tune to what's going on around you, but if you do have that split second where you're not, you don't see it coming, and you get that glimpse,
Yeah.
it'll make you jump.
Did it take you a while to settle back down, as it were, or are you still not quite used to it? You never should get used to it, but I was
It
wondering.
took me probably 3 months before I was comfortable again,
Okay.
being out in the work zone. And I pay a lot more attention, and I watch our guys a lot more when I'm going through work zones. And our newer guys, if I catch them, or even our more experienced guys, catch them out by center line for no apparent reason or watching something, I let them know. Watch yourself.
Yeah.
These guys aren't watching for you.
Yeah.
Traffic, you can't trust them. They're texting and could be drunk. You never know.
Now, what about the driver? That he was weaving in and out, so...
He was drunk. He blew, I believe it was a 2.3 alcohol level at 10 o'clock in the morning. Open Jack Daniels bottle in the car. So he coming back from a party and didn't quite finish, I guess. So you never know when they're drunk. It's not just at night. 10 o'clock in the morning, you wouldn't expect somebody to be that obliterated.
Whereabouts did the guy end up when he came through it?
He came through our zone, went down through the ditch, rolled his car, and ended up right over here by these trees.
And he was, anything happened to him other than the fact that he blew obviously a 2.3?
He ended up with a broken ankle out of the deal, and he was out of jail before I was back to work.
That kind of thing, how do you plan for it? What do you think could have been done differently, maybe, that made a difference for that?
We had our zone set up like we do today, right on center line, but we were also AMZ in center line. We should have pushed them out, pushed them onto the shoulder, moved our cones out a couple of feet. I don't know that it would have made a difference. It could have, though.
Yeah.
It slows them down when you push them over and they start hitting the rumble strip.
Mm-hmm.
My recommendation would be to push your tape, your lane over,
Yeah.
squeeze them down.
The other thought would have been about having an escape path.
We couldn't hear them, we didn't see them. We did have an escape path when we did get hit.
Yeah.
I mean, we could have ran between the vehicles and out into the ditch, but we never heard or seen them coming. When you got earplugs in, you got an AMZ machine running, you got an attenuator truck running behind you. There isn't a whole lot that you can hear. Your guys, the more they're out in their work zones, the more they get used to it, and they just feel safe there until something happens.
A work zone separates the workers from the motorist. A motorist intruding into the work zone could be disastrous for everyone. Always look and listen. Be especially alert when working near the center line. Always have an escape path. Never assume that all motorists are driving safely.